Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I have to apologise in advance because we've not long got back from Germany. There's going to be more videos coming from our trip out to IWA. We just Netsy's got to edit them, of course, and make them watchable for you guys. So just bear with me. We just got back from Germany. I'm sick as a dog, so I'm just apologising for that now. But you'll have recently seen on the channel. I did the C2 Staccato from Army and EMG a while ago, and then we sort of branched out into some other models. We did the RWA Sandhawk, and then we also did the Perfect 11. And in this video, I'm just going to be... I'm thinking about the title now. It's probably going to be like Perfecting the Perfect 11 or something like that. Because buying this in the UK, they display it with a grip, and it should have something like this, but they're kind of missold really, because the pictures are of a gun that has a specific grip, and then the grip that they ship it with is this one, which isn't even the correct grip. So I've tried to go back through the distributor and say, look, what you've sent me is incorrect. I've had no answer, so I'm going to fix it myself because I'm sick and tired of waiting. So C2, brilliant little pistol. Perfect 11 seems to be doing very well. We're going to change the grip on this today. The reason why all this stuff is in the shop, because I bought the grip and what's in this box together. So you see I've got a bunch of mags here, and I've basically picked up another Staccato model. This comes in a much nicer, thicker box. And this is the Staccato CS. So this is a slightly shorter model than the C2. It does look a little bit different because I splurged out, and you can get the cheaper version of this, but this is the one with the CNC slide, so a little bit more expensive. Now, that's going to be coming up in the next video in this series, so you're just going to have to bear with me on that, because first I want to get the Perfect 11 sorted. So we'll pop this to one side. I'll be doing a full video on this. I'm just out of ammo at the moment, so I need to get some before we do that. And then for this gun, because it was fairly expensive, I bought some proper mags. So this has actually been done by Saviour. Now Saviour do a lot of high capper bits, and they also do the PCC, which is like an MWS that runs on high capper mags. They also do these CNC magazines for this model, and they are extremely light. They also have an enclosed front section to make them look a little bit more realistic. So I bought a bunch of these for it as well. Again, weren't cheap, but we're going to get into that soon. So apologies for the long description. Apologies if I'm sniffing a lot, because again, like I said, I must have picked up a bug in Germany. I know a few other people have said they've started to feel under the weather, so it happens. You're on a plane in a tight space, or you're at a convention centre where there's loads of people there. So we're going to get into this, because I really don't like this grip on this pistol. I think it kind of ruins it. I'm also not a fan of this magwell. I think it's big and ugly. So I can't remember if the April Fool's picture had that on. It might have done. But me personally, I think I'm going to remove it. So I bought this. This came from JK Army as well as the other stuff. And you can basically get EMG Staccato grips. This is the master grip. So one thing you have to be careful of is they do different designs, and they also do different sizes. So this one, I'm hoping, is the correct one. It looks like the correct one. But you can also get slightly smaller grips like this one. So you'll see there's a slight size difference in length. So they do it in different lengths, so you could get it for this one. So this is, I think, more closely to what should be on the pistol. Now, what I will say about this, as bits of pieces dropping out there, it's a very aggressive texture. It's not stippled. It's like it's been done in the mold. On the side panels here, it's not too bad. But on the back piece here and the front piece here, which I also found was the same case on that CS pistol, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this, but it's like some areas here on the grip, they stick out further than others. And when you're gripping it, it's like sharp on the inside of your fingers. So what I'll do is I'll get this fitted today, but what I'm going to do is come back in with a file and just slightly round them off, because it's plenty grippy. There's just some areas that stick out almost like splinters, and you're getting stabbed in the hand. So let's get to it. The great thing is it comes with all the hardware. So we've got plunger sets for the inside of here. We obviously don't have the spring, but we can take the one out of this grip. We also get a pin for the bottom, which is great because the pin that's in this flared magwell is going to be longer. We also get some screws for the side, and these have I think these have like an insert. So again, I'm not too sure, but the it's got a little screw there that goes in the front. It also comes with the mag release. Now the mag release is steel, which is nice. And we can slide this off. So there we go. So it should be a drop-on part, but we will see, I suppose. Let's get to it. Let's get stripping this thing down and making it what it was meant to be. So what is strange is we've got a Allen key style screw there, and the one that comes on this is like a Phillips. So I think first we'll tap this pin out the bottom here. So let's grab a hammer and we'll just grab something to punch this pin out here. They're not usually in very extremely tight. So there we go, pop that out. And I think even if I wasn't, if I like had to wait to get my hands on a replacement grip, now can I get this off? So if I had to wait to get the grip that I wanted, I think I still would have removed that magwell. I just think it's really big and ugly. So sorry if I'm doing the wrong thing there by removing it, but yeah, not a fan. So you can pull that piece off there. There's the body pin. I can obviously save the magwell and it can go on something else if I decide to do that. So can we pop these bits forward? Should be able, if we line all this up, to pull that out. Now I think we're going to have to remove, in fact we might be able to get away with it. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I've worked on a high capper like this. And again, because I know someone's going to moan about it, I'm just ever so sorry if I'm sniffling in the background. I am very ill at the minute. But still want to get videos out for you guys, so let's get to it. So we pull the side screws off here. That to me looks like a 2mm. So we pull the one out the front. And there we go, that grip comes off. And it's as easy as that. You might get some skips in the video where I just take a minute to collect myself. But so what I was trying to say with these grips is you have these little inserts. So you've got a steel insert there which screws into it, because most of the time with these, you know, high capper grips, you can put the screws in and they'll sometimes strip the threads out. So that one that's on the pistol has that insert. I'm thinking that this one has it as well, but this one looks like plastic. So what we'll do is we'll swap this. So we've got a little Phillips screw, and then yeah, we can push this one out. So the one that comes on the grip is actually, is it metal or plastic? It feels plastic, but it feels heavy, so it might be metal. But that one looks like mystery metal, where the one that's on the original grip very much looks like steel. So we can obviously test that. I do like that's the way that they do it. So yeah, the one on the original grip is steel, so that'll be the one that we'll be using. And it's just simply a case of us pushing that into the new grip. So that might fall out there, that's fine. We need to take the trigger. Now, this one does have a really bad loose trigger, so let's get this out here. We can do that like so. And we can see, Yeah, you see how loose this fitment is? So one thing I do want to do is I want to wind that out slightly. So do we have a 1.5? There's a 1.5. We'll see if we can back this screw out slightly, because basically on the Perfect 11 the trigger was bottoming out and it is slightly protruding, but it is so glued in place that I'm not going to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fit it in for now, and then what I'll eventually do is I'll fit a nice trigger and trigger bar here, so we'll get some nice bits for it. So otherwise this video is going to take a hell of a long time. So we need to take out the mag release on the new grip. We can push in the trigger there, and then we can put the mag release back in. We use the one that come with the grip, and we're ready to go to the next stage. Right, with that done, I think we can go ahead and fit this in. I might be forgetting something. If I am, I can come back and sort it. So we should be able to slide this on here. There we go, like that. We can take our steel insert, we can push that into the grip and line it up there. Then we take our little screw, drop it in there and line it up. It's a 2mm Allen key, but we know that these can be different as demonstrated there. So if you've got like the maybe it's a part of the T8s where they upgrade this part with steel, which if they have, if yours has got that. Now we've got some screws in the bag, and we've got some screws here. I'm just going to fit the screws that came off it originally, because I think they're exactly the same. 3mm Allen key. And we've got one on each side. Just be careful you don't over tighten these. The last thing you want to do is mess the thread up on the frame, because the frame on the Perfect 11 is very unique. It's very long. So what we need to try and do now is let these bits sit forward. Like that, so we can push that up out the way. We have our leaf spring. We want to get that sat into place here. So I'm just manoeuvring the hammer bar out the way. So we can get that to sit in the right place like that, and that will lock in like so. But we need to wait, because we need to take apart this piece like that. Be careful it doesn't shoot out. That one almost did. Make sure that's all good. We've got the new one, which we do have these parts here. So we're taking the spring. The only part I'm not sure of is this part here. I'm not sure what that's for. It is perfectly situated to sit on that spring. Is that what it's there for? Just having a look through. Ah, yeah, so that goes on the spring this side. Like that. And it has, let's make sure it's situated properly. Yeah, so it sits in the bottom like that. And there's a little hole. And the pin just slightly sits out in the hole there, which is not the case on the original. So that's very, very nice. We can put the plunger in. It'd be nice if this kit came with all the parts, but you know, luckily we've got some of them off the original. Pop that little plastic pin in, which holds the plunger in. Make sure this is all seated down in the correct space. Slide the rear part of our grip on here. We just have to make sure the leaf spring is situated correctly, because it wants to kick itself out. What we'll do is we'll just make sure that that's correct. Make sure it's all seated in correctly like that. Go to line that up. That will push into there, which situates there. We can push our pin in. Which it's going to get stuck a little bit because remember we put that silver part in. I'm going to tap this. In like that. I'm just going to use a tool. So I didn't feel it click into place. Maybe it just helps hold the pin in place, but that pin is in. I'm just getting it centered. Bear with me. There we go. So there's our grip on there. Check everything works. So we've still got that dodgy trigger issue. So we have to pull the top of the trigger. So it's going to need a new trigger. I can get that sorted in due time. But now we've got the correct grip on. So we've gone from this to this. How much better does that look? We can strap on the slide. There's a few times I put this on where it's kind of not wanted to play ball here. So we'll just make sure everything's centered. There we go. Line it up. Pop our slide release in there. And now we've got the perfect level there. Now I'm sure many of you go, well, put this on. It completes the look. You'll have to let me know which you prefer. Do you prefer it like this or do you prefer it like this? Kind of makes the pistol look longer, but to be honest with you, I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments below. I can always swap and change it. Now without that on, so with it on, I didn't quite like the way that the mag's seated in it. So kind of just about get it there. So if I take that out, this mag release is a bit sticky. Yeah, why is that? What I might do, if that's the case, because we can, is I can swap that out for the original. So this was the original mag release. And that's much smoother. This one that came with it for some reason, never simple, is it? This one that came with the grip is a little bit sticky, a little bit scratchy. So, but yeah, now I think that has a much better look to it. Do need to get the trigger fixed though. Put your trigger recommendations down in the comments below. But that is us replacing the grip on the Perfect 11 and basically perfecting the Perfect 11. So there you go, brand new grip. Out with the old, in with the new. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer it with or without the extended magwell? And your recommendations, what trigger I should put in this to get rid of the trigger issue that I'm having, down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, much more stuff coming from IWA. Just giving Netsy a bit of time to get that sorted. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. From get involved with the Agrison Discord community. I always forget to say that at the end. Link will be in the description below. But as always, thank you very much for watching. And from me and Bench, we'll be seeing you in the next one. You can tell I'm ill, can't you? So see you later, guys.